Peace World, Marty A. Johnson here. You know, I'm pre-taping another show, Marty A. Johnson Show. Now, I'm gonna hold it down today, and I think y'all gonna be in for a treat. I hope she did some research on this show because I did mine. So I'm gonna send good vibes her way. And let me get this thing started. And you know how we do on here this show. Like, share, and all that other stuff. But we're gonna get to it. Bro, turn it up. Look, Marty A. Johnson here.
Charlene Monet.
Look, we're in New York City. Think I'm lying. Look, in an Uber. Look, Tuesday nights where it's at. Marty A. Johnson Show. Shout out to Lavelle and who else?
JD.
You got some hot music you want us to listen to. What they need to do?
MartyAJohnson4@gmail.com.
Ooh. Remember, Marty A. Johnson Show. You can come on the show and defend your record. Timeless music at its best. Rest in peace, the king of pop, Michael Jackson.
Yes.
I'm on Marty A. Johnson on everything.
Charlene_Monet on Instagram.
Remember, Tuesday nights, Marty A. Johnson Show. Don't talk about it, be about it. Remember, talk all that, yeah. We're the only platform that's top tier with celebrity guests.
That part.
Hey, yo, it's your boy G.I.
And we're the legendary Group H-Town.
And you rocking right now, right here with the Marty A. Johnson Show.
Everybody, it's Shanice, and I'm with Marty A. Johnson.
That's what it is.
And right now, let's turn the pitch up. My boy, Marty A. Johnson. Let's go.
All right, so I have with me a singer-songwriter. I did my research. I didn't realize this is a big deal. I said, wow, she did a lot of work. In so short a little time.
Thank
Share
you.
the stage with legends, Frankly Beverly and Maze, Babyface, Charlie Wilson. I said, oh, she worked with Brian McKnight. This is a lot. Miss Arika Kane, hello, how are you?
Oh, I'm good, love. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm Marty, in case you don't know.
Oh, I'm so happy to talk to you. I'm excited.
First I want to tell Miriam, thank you. Did Miriam tell you anything about me?
I just got like the short bio in the email. But nothing like specifically. Yeah.
You didn't do no research, did you?
I've actually seen a couple of your interviews before.
You did?
So yeah, I know who you are, but I don't know you obviously know you personally. But
I understand. Well, just in case you don't know, we on this show, we interview some of the biggest stars in the world.
yeah. I saw. That's what's up.
Yep, I had everyone from Lil Wayne, I had Little Flip, even as you seen Shanice, 112, and now you're part of the family with us.
Oh, dope. I appreciate it.
So, I just want to get to know you a little bit, and I'm nosy. So hopefully you don't get in your feelings, nothing like that. And side note, you may not know this, but we're actually right down the street from each other.
Oh yeah?
Fun fact. You're from Connecticut, I'm from Connecticut.
Oh, okay. What part?
I'm from New London, Connecticut.
Oh my gosh. I'm from Killingly, so it's like that's close, right near the casinos. Yeah.
There you go, Coast Guard and all that stuff. Where are you living at now?
I actually just moved. I was living in Bridgeport
Okay.
for a long time, but now I'm actually back closer to the casinos, so I came full circle.
Wow. And I don't live there now, but I come home at least 4 or 5 times a year.
Nice. So where do you live now?
I live in the Carolinas, but I'm just a flight away wherever I need to be.
Nice. Oh, you got the good weather.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Good. You couldn't pay me to move. You couldn't pay me to move back there, but it's always gonna be home. But I want to be nosy and talk about you. I like when I thought, oh, she's from Connecticut. And sometimes, let me be honest, I think you can relate too. A lot of people sleep on Connecticut as far as the talent.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I don't know why it's not like a bigger known thing. It's almost like a quiet thing, probably because we're close to New York, I don't know.
Right.
I agree.
Dawn Robinson, one of the girls from In Vogue, she's from my hometown. Cassie, the singer, Me and You, she's from there. But Connecticut really, really holds its own. I really think we get the recognition because you're there and I'm from there. We
Yeah,
don't get the recognition
Michael
that it
Bolton.
belongs. Huh?
Michael Bolton, right?
Look, Martha Stewart, a lot of people don't realize it. So I want to know what really made you want to get into the business, because from what I read that did my research, you're from a musical family.
Yes, I was super blessed. Ever since I was a baby, I mean, my parents were in a group. They started off as a folk church group,
Okay.
and they were so popular. It was kind of almost like Sister Act because
Okay.
people would come from the streets because their harmonies were just so beautiful. And so they ended up traveling like outside the church, and me and my brother were there, ever since we were little at all the rehearsals. So music, harmonies, it was just embedded into me. And I think like it was always a passion, but I think I
Got it.
decided like around high school that I
Mhm.
was like, I want to do what I love. I
I
don't want
got
to
it.
do something I don't love. And I saw so many people do that, take that path, like go to college
Mhm.
just because their parents wanted them to
So the
pursue
family wants you to
something.
do it. Mhm.
Yeah. And I was like, I can't do that.
It's kind of crazy when you say you're from brought up more like folk music, but your music is real eclectic, R&B,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then a little bit of everything. So sometimes, and no offense, sometimes when you see like people just from a different music genre brought up, they think of other music, whether it's hip hop, R&B, rock, they think it's taboo. Did you get that in your family growing up?
No, because I was just taught soul is soul,
Okay.
good music is good music. It doesn't
Um,
matter. I grew up, I mean, I listened to my mom's influences, which was like Fleetwood Mac,
okay.
classic rock. My father actually was big into like Judy Garland. He had me watch Fred Astaire,
Classic.
Ginger Rogers, Julie Andrews, like old nostalgic, legendary entertainers. And then the 90s hit.
Mhm.
And it was a wrap for me. I fell in love with R&B. That was just, in my opinion, the best era of
I,
music.
I agree. I
Yeah.
totally agree.
So that was a wrap for me for that.
So when you got your bug mainly in the 90s, where do you think that you said you felt not vindicated, when you feel like I really got something, when you got that stamp of approval, whether it was on stage, whether it's a cosign from another artist, when you really someone just really just said, "Oh, you got it." You're like, "Oh, I do got it. I really want to do this." What was that confirmation from you? Whether your song was on the radio, what was that confirmation for you?
Yeah, I would say when my music started being on television shows, and I
Basketball
would,
wise and all that.
yeah, Love and Hip Hop was the first
Mm-hmm.
placement that I got, and it wasn't just like a small snippet. It was like a long feature, like a 30-second. It was like a love scene, and
That's major.
literally the next day, I had like overnight fans, and I was like, that feels good.
Nice. I was gonna get that, but since you got to that, how did you get your stuff on placement? Is it the right management, being in the right place, at the right time? Explain that process, how it works. Because some of your music was on different shows.
Yeah, yeah. It's a little different now, but around that time period, independent artists were huge for placements,
Mm-hmm.
especially VH1, Viacom, that whole network.
Mm-hmm.
They were pursuing independent music, so I think I kind of hit the right,
I got
the the right time. But other than that, I would say yes, management. Your team, who you can connect with. I mean,
you.
connections are really everything.
Relationships, everything.
Yeah.
Okay, you may not know it's still the Marty A. Johnson. So when you get them placements and all that, how's the money situation? Are the checks good? When you get a placement that's played like that, and the overnight success, how does that work? You get like one little fee and all that.
Yeah. Well, what we did was a blanket license.
Okay,
So,
explain that to me, please.
yeah. So a blanket license is basically you give them access to your entire library, and they pay you just an annual fee.
Got it.
And the reason we kind of agreed to that is because there was such a plethora of artists. I mean, it was kind of like, yes, because I needed exposure at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of how that worked out.
And on top of that, it's a hit show. On top of that, it's even good.
Yeah, and it was the first season too.
Oh,
So
that was popping season then.
yeah,
Now it's a bunch of friends, but that's not here it is. Ain't nobody
yeah,
married.
it's so different. It's everything's so different now. But yeah, you know.
Trust me, I know. When you look at the industry now, I'll get to that later. I want to know more about your come up in the industry and really being a female, being being a female in general. Not necessarily not be friend. Sometimes going in the R&B world, just having a different nationality, that could be a blessing and a curse.
Mm-hmm.
If you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I like about you, you're very about female empowerment, and I think you're a rebel, sort of speak.
Oh
And I
yeah.
like very, very fierce. Like, I don't care if I'm an only different color face, I'm in there. So
Yeah,
tell me about it.
absolutely. Because I just don't buy into the BS and
Mm-hmm.
the politics and the, you know, just all the negative energy. I just
Mm-hmm.
don't. I wasn't raised that way. Like I said earlier, soul is soul.
I got
There's
it.
room for everybody to be great. And what I found was the only people that had issues with like with the color of my skin were people in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
Music fans, they
No,
do not care. They love good music, period. And
I
that's
totally agree.
right. And that's what's important to me. So really just people in the industry. I did run into it a lot, being on the urban scene, I was closed off. The door was shut a few times
Mm-hmm.
because of that. And there was some negative, like I remember there was a podcast that was about white artists and R&B music, and my name came up, and they basically said I was dangerous. I was a danger to Black music, and to me, I was just like, I'm not dangerous. I just am who I am, and I love
Mm-hmm.
good music. So yeah, just the industry people.
Like who? Anybody I might know?
I don't remember. I think you might know them, but it was so long ago. I don't remember their names. But
You always don't remember their names. So I would.
yeah. No, because I had to really get tough skin in this business. I mean,
Definitely do.
the obstacles. I could write a book. Just to add on being a female,
Mm-hmm.
I turned down major deals. I turned down major opportunities simply because I wouldn't sleep with people. I mean, to keep it blunt. And
Tell
so,
it.
yeah, to keep it blunt, from program directors to DJs to promoters.
But you wasn't doing that them extra them favors.
No, I
No.
mean, it's I was
I commend
surprised.
you for that too.
Yeah, but like I said, I got used to the doors shutting because I was just like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't need that. I'd rather be a positive role model and show girls that they can be successful without all
Absolutely.
that. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was rough.
Tell me about how'd you get your deal for your first self-titled album? Tell me about that. How did that situation come about?
Well, I signed with BSU Recordings, which is still my current label, and it's a really interesting story. Uh, it was kind of a blessing
Take
and
your
a
time.
curse for the first album because we were a new company. We were green, naive, not understanding the business. So we looked up to those who were in the business. All they had to do was really name drop who they worked with. And we were like, okay, we want you on our team. But that was a mistake because we ended up being surrounded with kind of wolves, industry wolves. And so there was a lot of deals made without our consent.
Wow.
There was a lot of money being taken. We didn't actually see one dime from my first album. One dime. And once we figured it out, it was kind of too late. And so we had to eventually start from scratch. But
entertainment business. People don't realize it's the business.
yeah,
You get caught up in the hype. You see the fame, and ooh, I'm signing a record deal. Ooh, I'm shooting a video. I can go on a tour, not knowing it's maybe like a promotional tour. You're green, just like you said. Wow, how did you get out that situation?
so we figured out who were the people behind it. And like I said, we had to start from scratch. The blessing in that was my music was kind of everywhere. I was on Billboard,
Mm-hmm.
you know, on the radio. I was doing promotional tours. I got I got a lot of exposure from it. The
Mm-hmm.
downside, like I said, you know, we didn't see money. It was being taken. So how we got out of that is we eliminated those people who were doing that, you know, and it literally took us till this past 2 years to have the right circle. Like that's how long it took.
It takes a minute to find the right team. You have to go through a bunch of rocks. You got throw money, you know, throw rocks at them until you get that one diamond. I always say, and that you ever notice now when you're in the business a long time, less is more. Less on your team, you get more done. You ever notice that?
Oh my God. Yeah. It's like you can breathe and be more creative and, you know, be able to make your own decisions. So, yeah.
How do you like being an independent artist versus now? Even though the creative control and all that is a blessing, it's great and stuff like that. But Shanice, when she was on here a few times, I known her for almost 15 years, and she's been, you know, mainstream and independent now. Is it harder and more expensive being an independent artist? Talk about the difference without having that machine, please.
Yeah, it's harder because not only are you putting your own money up for everything, but you are competition. You're a competition to the industry. And I've run into that several times. It's almost like you're kind of put outside the gate, so to speak, you know, and there's certain doors that won't open for you. So what I've learned over the years is you got to create your own. You have to literally create from your imagination how to go around that and create your own brand, your own audience, your own way. And I've been watching, especially since the lockdown,
right,
independent artists just find their own creative ways of thriving, like building their own, you know, fan base and their own, and it's beautiful to see. And so I would say that's the plus. If you can find the loopholes, that's even better, because then you'll keep your creative control and you keep your freedom. And like you said, I'm a true rebel, so I
like that you're very forthcoming too. Not some people dance around and try and give them political and nice questions. Like, no, it's a doggy dog world, so to speak. It's rough.
Oh, it's rough. It was heartbreaking, to be honest, because I was super naive. You know, music to me was like heaven, you know, like I'm doing what I love. And, you know, I grew up with a really loving, supportive family. So being thrown in, it was like heart shattering what I witnessed. And it just kept happening. Like people just kept trying to take from us and sabotage us. And so it's just been crazy.
Well, I'm glad you're still here and all that. First off, I want to talk about the new single Dreamings in just a minute. I gotta show this clip because, you know, on this show I'm top tier. I gotta pay bills. Hold on.
Yeah.
What's up, Marty A. Johnson here. Look, I got the man of the hour, Grammy Award winner, already in front of the show. Look, it ain't me.
Anthony Hamilton in the building.
That's what it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Look, he came on the Marty A. Johnson show. He's a man of his word. He said, "You want to come to my show?" I was like, "Don't be on Hollywood talk, Anthony." Ta-da! He's here. So first of all, I want to say thank you. But put you on the spot. When you came on the Marty A. Johnson show,
sir.
you tapped in. You remember you listened to some music, stuff
Absolutely.
like that. Congratulations, honey. You better come around here. This guy right here, Came on the show right here. Listen to some music. Come around here, Hunter. I'm live. Come on.
Yeah.
So Anthony, how can I make this work and get him on the record with you and JX Hines? How can we make this work?
Absolutely, we can make that work. We're about to do a video. Actually, Terrence is about to shoot his next video.
Ooh.
The best video.
Okay.
And this next single, Body Like Scissor, is about to blow. So you better come on now.
That was Anthony Hamilton. You know who that is?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay. So now I'm gonna get back to you. And like I said, you had some trials and tribulations. You're still in the mix. What makes you want to keep on going? First off, versus saying I'm gonna be a teacher.
Never could do it, man. Never could do. I could never go backwards. That's number one. I worked so many jobs just to pay for studio time to create demos. I mean, I did open mics. That's all over. You know what I mean? I feel like, like you said, there's been so many bumps, obstacles, to the point where I think now it's like I felt like a victim for so many years. Like, why is this happening to me? Why me? Why, And then I got to a point where it became spiritual. Like I literally kind of had somewhat of a spiritual awakening. And I was like, wait a minute. If somebody's trying to stop me this hard, it must mean that I'm powerful, And like, why am I so dangerous? Like, so then I started tapping into that. And then I'm like, wait a minute, there's something here. So I kind of started stepping more into my power and like really just understanding what that is for me, what that is for my music, the next evolution or the next phase of me. Mm-hmm. And I kind of rediscovered myself in a different way. And I'm like, yes, me and my label have been through hell and back, but I know that I have something to offer to this world and I have power within me. So I'm going to step into that. So it's kind of like taking the old and it's kind of like transformation.
I understand. When I like that you're an artist. A lot of artists, sometimes your fan base, they like you one way. They're comfortable. They like your style. They want to hear certain records a certain way. When I think of I listen to some of your music. Here with me is totally left field when I heard Dreaming.
Yeah.
I said, this is the same girl.
Right.
So how was that when you try to be artistically creative? Some artists it help. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes people be like, no, I just want to hear all the good stuff. Does that bother you when you try to create and everyone still is streaming your old stuff? That bother you? You know how it is with artists performing, they don't want to hear nothing new. That bother you?
Yeah. Not at all. Okay. Because I just love what I do. I mean, I did Dreaming because it was different. I think it's smart to do that because you're tapping into a different audience. But I think as long as you don't lose the essence of who you are, I don't think there's a problem because I'll always continue to do R&B. Like for me, it's not like I'm like, oh, I'm switching it up forever. It's like, no, I'm just having fun. But I'm going to be back. You know what I mean?
Totally understood. Like I said earlier, you work with a lot of big names. I knew you worked with Brian Knight early in career. Where happened? Because rumor had it that you've both been working with Shawn Stockman from Boyz II Men. Is that still in the works, or what's going on with that situation?
Yes, that is correct. We recorded a record, and we'll probably release it the early summer. And it's a very special song. It's a cover, but it's a big song. I can't give it away, but
give me some exclusive.
Oh, I can't say what it is.
Okay.
Because the industry, you know how it is. Mm-hmm. Until it comes out, I don't want anybody's, because I can't believe nobody covered this record.
It's a remake from a man or a woman.
It's a duet.
Okay.
80s R&B, huge.
Marvin Gaye, Diana Ross, and Lionel Richie.
No. Okay, let me change it. It's kind of a group, but the song's like a duet. Uh,
Tell me one of the groups hit single.
tell me, tell you another one of their songs.
One that hit singles that I might know. Might be before my time. I may not know.
Oh no. I can't believe I can't think. There's another huge one. I can't think of the top of my
Oh,
head. But
I think you know. You just don't want to tell me.
no. I really don't. I really don't. Uh, I'll leave you with this. Their initials are AS.
AS. A group. A black group or white? It's a black group. Oh, AS. I'll find out. Was y'all in the studio together?
No. Because it was still somewhat COVID-ish.
Okay.
So we did it from a distance. But I'm super excited, and I'm
Was y'all together or y'all were just social distance? Did you ever meet him?
I did at one of his concerts,
Okay.
Boyz II Men, because our other artist, Omar Wilson, is opening up for Boyz II Men.
I know the name of the group. I know who it is.
You know it now?
Yep, because I'm actually going to New York end of this month. I just thought, I was like, hold on. I'm actually going to, because one of the people have a club in New York right now. You may not know that. The female has a club in New York. There's a guy and a girl. Is it a guy and a girl? It was husband and wife.
I think so, yeah.
I know who it is.
Yeah. I know you know.
I was like, hold on.
That's what I mean. I can't believe nobody has covered it. That's why it's like we're keeping it.
Okay. Have y'all shot a video? You're gonna shoot a video to it?
Yeah, I think we're going to. Because if I put it out there, all of a sudden Beyonce and somebody else will have it out.
Well, if y'all shoot a video, I want to come to the video. And I will come to the video. Shoot, I want to come with a camera crew.
Okay, dope. I love it.
Well, good. So that's gonna be independent.
What's that?
That single's gonna be independently released.
Independently. I'll probably put it on my album that I'm currently working on, but it's going to be an independent release, yeah. Because we want to give it room, for press and hopefully performance and stuff like that.
Nice. People still make albums. It's so single driven.
Well, I've been doing singles for a long time, and I haven't had a full album since 2016, so it's very much in demand, and but my thing is I don't like to force anything. I've been through some personal stuff past few years, and I'm finally starting to feel creative, so like I said, however it flows, it flows.
Wow. I'm gonna play a game with you. The game's called Either Or. I'm gonna get you.
Okay, I love that game.
I wasn't playing another game. I'm not gonna play another game, but I'm playing this game. It's pretty much it's real simple. If I say Christmas or Thanksgiving, you'll say which one.
All right, got it. Yep.
So which one would you say? Like if I say Christmas or Thanksgiving?
Oh, Christmas.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna switch it up. Okay, if you had to go to a concert right now and get front row tickets, Brandy or Monica?
Brandy.
Okay.
I love them both though.
Mm-hmm. TLC or Destiny's Child?
TLC.
Oh. In Vogue or SWV?
90s. SWV.
Okay. Bobby
What
Brown.
about you? What about you?
Name about me. Bobby Brown, Rock With You, or Johnny Gill, My.
Ooh, that's rough. As much as I love Bobby Brown, I have to go with My.
Okay. Erykah Badu or Jill Scott?
That's pretty even. I've seen Jill Scott in concert, and I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna say Jill Scott.
Okay. If there was a concert going, one of these concerts going on right now, and you can open up for either one of them as the opening act, if it was, no, I ain't gonna use them. Yes, if it was New Kids on the Block or the Spice Girls, which one are you gonna do? Because they're both huge.
Oh, NKOTB. Are you kidding me?
Oh, because you'd be the only girl on the tour. That's what.
That's a plus. That's a plus. I actually like them better too, but yeah. Good, smart. That was smart.
Okay. If you can tour right now for a year straight, will you go do it in Europe or will you go to Australia?
Absolutely Europe. Definitely Europe. There's so many places I've always wanted to go there. A lot of my, heritage is there. I've never been over there, so Europe for sure.
Last one. Michael Jackson, Billie Jean, or Prince Purple Rain?
MJ all day.
That's the game. When was your last performance?
Oh my God.
Live performance.
Before COVID, the last performances I did were television. DC, a bunch of DC. Yeah, pre-COVID. Yeah, it's been a minute.
So if no one never seen Arika Kane live, what can people expect? Give me the vibe of seeing you live.
Well, you're gonna feel good. It's more of just a chill vibe. It's and I have like peaks and valleys. So you're gonna get like ballads and beautiful love songs, and then you're gonna get like some cool like Michael Janet, Aaliyah type feel. And I usually throw a cover song or two. Like when I performed at BB King's, I did.
You there?
So cool.
Okay.
Oh, yep, you're back.
Close up for me. Well, I'm sorry. What joint did you do at BB King's?
I threw in a little Aaliyah set.
Oh.
Because she's actually one of my big influences from that era, from the 90s.
You do Aaliyah. You have to bring Aaliyah. I'm throwing water on the stage. I'm throwing right on the floor.
Yeah.
Dreaming. Why there's no video?
No specific reason. I don't know. It was more of an experiment.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Because I never hear the music until the showtime.
You never heard what?
I never listen to like people's latest release until I hear it on the show.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to play it.
Cool.
So tell me about Dreaming.
Thank you. So Dreaming, like I said, it was kind of an experiment, just to really put a different vibe out there, and kind of open up my audience a little bit. Actually, my label was begging me to write to that record years ago. And I was just like, it's not really me. Like we were saying, I'm like, it's not really what I normally do. And one day I was like, you know what? I'm just going to give it a shot. And I played the song, and instead of forcing melodies or lyrics, I just walk around my apartment and just like, do whatever I'm doing. And I had the music, and it's like, let it just flow. Like, da, 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 da. It was so simple. I'm like, this is it. It's so simple. And then I just started recording it, and it flowed. And I was like, this is dope. I kind of like it. So.
Well, let me see if I like it. Let me play it.
Okay.
Arika Kane. Let's see. Let me hear this. Can you hear it?
Mhm.
I've been dreaming about the way you kiss me.
This is you?
I've been dreaming about the whole night kiss. I've been dreaming about the day you feel. And I was finally here. Yeah. I've been dreaming about the way you look at me. I've been dreaming knowing this is meant to be. I've been dreaming of the possibilities. And now this dream is real. Yeah. I've been dreaming, but your love is finally here. Celebrated, but you want to, my dear. Everything that we can imagine, we'll do all this love and nothing all the time for you. I've been dreaming about your touch and knowing why. I've been dreaming how your love is so amazing. I've been dreaming no one else can take your place. Because you stole this heart, yeah. No one can take your place inside my heart. Can take your place inside my heart. No one can take your place inside my place inside my heart. Dreaming.
I want people to buy it. So I ain't gonna play the whole thing. Y'all need to pick it up. So it's available everywhere. Am I correct?
What's-
Look, I won't play the whole thing. I want people to buy it and stream it.
Thank you. Thank you.
So that's available everywhere. Am I correct, ma'am?
Correct.
So what does before I let you go, what does the future hold with you? Are you gonna call up Brian McKnight or get a hold of Babyface and try to get on these tours or something like that? What does the future hold for you?
Oh, I definitely miss performing so much. But again, I want to put out some more music first before I do that. So I think the project with Shawn Stockman is going to sort of put me back out there in a way where I'm, back in the media and things like that. And then it's going to set me up for putting out my album. So when I get my album done, yeah, I love to get on a tour, especially I personally like touring with male artists because like you said, I like being the only female. I don't mind other females, but I like the dynamic of having both on stage. So
I totally understand. So your social media is up and it's up and running. And I like you got a website. I'm actually gonna follow you now. Hopefully you'll follow me back. Otherwise, I'm gonna follow you.
I got you, Marty. Come on.
So Arika Kane, that is all your social media. It's available up and running, correct? And your website?
Yep, at Arika Kane, all social media. And yeah, that's it.
So I want to make sure. So the Shawn Stockman, is it a go? Is it coming out? Do you need any clearance? So what's going on? Because sometimes people might have a big record and then a good set it off and something it never comes out. Is it going to come out, or we have to revisit this and say what's going on?
Oh no, it's coming out. We have other artists like we like to focus on one artist at a time in our company. So we want to give this record space. So it's definitely coming out this summer, and yeah, we have to get the licenses and all that stuff.
So you got the clearance from the other side, from the original songwriters and all that. You got the
Yeah, we just have to get the licenses and we're good.
Perfect. Otherwise, it's a whole different conversation because they're gonna want to check.
Oh yeah, no, we don't. We do all our business properly. We don't mess with that because we're already independent. We got to dot our I's and cross our T's.
You better. Last question for you is what advice? Not the political question either. What advice, particularly women, new artists coming in, what advice you want to give to them? Not to tell them not to sell their soul to the devil and all that. What advice you want to give to them, especially the females?
Especially that. I would say learn the business as much as you can and know your worth, know your power, because people will take from you, take advantage of you, and never settle for less. And definitely learn the business. Find your circle and keep it tight and strong.
No, that's nice. And Dreaming is available now. I'm playing a little bit before I let you go. So it is available. Make sure you pick it up. It's available everywhere. Just don't get it on YouTube. Pick it up. It's everywhere, correct?
Yes, correct.
It's been a pleasure. I'm glad I was able to talk to you. I thought you were about to make history on the show, being the first person that no show on me.
Oh my gosh. No. I just
told you.
moved and I forgot you had to log into Facebook to get on this. I didn't have my pass. I was running around the house. I was like, ah. So no, I was so looking forward to this.
Me too.
Yeah.
We're gonna be in touch. Hopefully I might see you in Connecticut when I'm there.
Yeah, we should link up for sure, Marty.
We will. Well, it's been a pleasure. And Miriam, tell Miriam I was nice too.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Take care. I'm gonna see you at the video shoot.
Oh yeah, I'll see you there, Marty.
Take
Much
care.
love.